So once again, I realized that Johnny and I did not film anything yesterday, so welcome to Wednesday's vlog. I do have something that I want to talk about today, and it's something that I actually did experiment on. It's going to sound a little weird when I word it this way because, again, we forgot to actually film, so today's Thursday, even though I'm filming for Wednesday. The biggest thing that I want to talk about is encoding. And for those of you who know anything about video production, you're kind of already understanding, but for those of you who don't, let me explain. For those of you who don't know, I make Let's Plays. I make videos. So one of the things that I use for my video recording process is OBS. It's a very robust system, but you need to know how to use it. And truth be told, I did know how to use it a certain way 10 years ago. And in the last probably 2-ish years, my setup has changed dramatically to the point that I've needed to relearn and redo all of my encoding settings, and it's been a little difficult. And what do I mean by that? Well, the biggest thing that I have worked on is getting my setup up to 4K quality. I've been recording in 1080p for forever, and I really wanted to push towards 4K. 2 years ago, I bought a graphics card. I bought a 3070 Ti, thinking that it was going to be amazing for 4K gaming, and it was great for 4K gaming, not for 4K video production. It didn't have the specs needed to handle all that. So while I could game in 4K, I couldn't record in 4K. And so earlier this year, I bought a new GPU. I bought the AMD Radeon 7900 XTX, which was essentially similar to the 3070, but it had significantly more VRAM, like 3 times the VRAM, which is what I got it for. You don't need 24 gigabytes of VRAM when just gaming in 4K. 8 gigs is more than enough, but I wanted that 24 gigs because I wanted to do video production in 4K, and after getting this GPU, it's been amazing. It's worked flawlessly for making videos and all that stuff in 4K. Last week, I ran into an issue that I honestly never thought I'd run into. I couldn't record Fortnite, which is weird. Now, Fortnite has always given weird hiccups when running it on PC. Like, I don't know, that game is so weird. Like, having Task Manager open while running Fortnite just shows just how sporadic that game runs on PC. But when I first got this GPU, the 7900 XTX, I did some crazy benchmarks. Like, I was running Tekken 8 on max settings and was able to record it just fine in 4K. Like, I had no issue with those things. So Fortnite not running well confused me. Now, the big thing that I learned in order to fix this was changing my encoding from CBR to CQF. Now, if you're asking me what are the differences between the two, I honestly have no idea. I just went on forums and people were saying, oh hey, if you're having issues recording in 4K and running games in 4K, change your encoder to CQF. And they're correct. I recently did that. Well, not recently. I did it today. Yesterday, today, whatever. You get the idea. I changed my encoder to CQF, and I changed some of my settings around based on what people recommended, and it works. I tested all of my highest performing games on PC and was recording them, and I had 0 hiccups. Fortnite was running in max settings, totally fine. Tekken 8, max settings, just fine. I tried testing it with Monster Hunter Wilds. The shaders took too long to encode, so I gave up. But they ran beautifully. And I'm even going to put footage of everything that I recorded. I even went an extra mile and I tried recording things on my soon-to-be collection clearing setup. And it worked great. It worked awesome. Everything ran beautifully. But, and this is a big but, the file sizes are insane. Now, to give you an idea how I'm going to go into the nitty-gritty of this, but just to give you guys a little bit of an idea, my old settings was I would record in CBR with a fixed bit rate whenever I would record. I would always record at about an 80,000 kilobit per second or 80 megabytes per second. That is way above what you need to do for 4K, but I always did it for that higher pixel density. That in itself would cause astronomically huge files. Like, I usually would record collection clearing, which is about 5-hour file sizes, and that would be about 100 gigabytes. Breath of the Wild. Each episode is about 40 minutes to an hour, and I actually record 2 videos side by side, my Zelda notes as well as the actual gameplay footage. Those would be about 20 to 30 gigs each. So it was a lot. The footage that you are seeing in this video that I recorded of Tekken 8 and Fortnite, those are 2-minute increments. 2 minutes of footage. Yeah, try 5 gigabytes. The bit rates are absolutely insane. Again, to give you guys an idea, I record at an 80,000 kilobit per second bit rate before. With the new CQF settings, those are recording at about a 300,000 kilobit per second bit rate. Absolutely insane, but the quality is there. And gosh dang it, is it worth it? Now, to give you guys an idea how prepared I am for this footage to be so astronomically huge, because I'm not turning this away. Like, I was seeing a lot of people on forums saying, wow, this is amazing footage, but holy crap, that file size, it's not worth it. For me, it is, because I'm all about high fidelity footage. I'm all about all of that. I know YouTube compresses things. I don't care. I want my footage to look good. So I'm gonna go for it. I've already prepared for all of this footage. I have a 2 terabyte hard drive in my computer entirely for raw footage. 2 terabytes. My computer has probably 18 terabytes in it. For games, for archiving footage, for Adobe files, all of that. Is it overkill? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. This is my passion. This is what I would love to do as a full-time job. So, what does this all mean? I'm learning how to record in 4K. I think that's what it means. I'm finally learning what it means to record in 4K, and holy crap, I see why a lot of people don't do it. But I'm going to. I want to be able to record all of my stuff the way that I want, and I'm slowly working towards that. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about, and this is something that I'm probably going to show off on Friday's vlog, is I'm actually testing something new with the retro consoles. Now, some of you may know, I recently bought this TV for the retro systems to run both in composite as well as component, and then I bought switcher boxes for every single system. Well, there's a new thing that I'm going to be trying. I ordered some splitters as well as some other things, and what I want to do is I want to try to see if I can run splitters from the converter boxes to this TV, so that way I can get the image quality that I want while I'm casually playing, and I can still run everything to the HDMI switcher box as well as going over to the capture card. That is the ultimate goal. Will it succeed? I don't know. I'm waiting for the last few pieces to come in the mail, but we'll probably talk about that Friday. Anywho, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. For those of you who do video content creation, talk about your OBS settings in the comments below.